Alright, fellas, so have you ever been around a person or met someone and it just didn't feel right? You know, it's not that you didn't like the person, because you probably liked them, or you just met them so you don't even know them. But you just didn't feel good around them. It's like something was off. Maybe it was the vibe or the energy, just something in the room. The atmosphere changed when you got around that person or when y'all started talking. Or check this out. Have you ever got close to somebody and then all of a sudden, mysteriously, life just started getting hard and you became unlucky all of a sudden? Energy doesn't lie. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And this is going to closely relate to Law 10 of the 48 Laws of Power, which is about infection. Because energy, whether it's good or bad, is infectious. Energy doesn't lie. So one thing you must do as a man, bro, trying to be the best version of yourself, trying to chase excellence, trying to become a top tier man, high value man, whatever you want to call it, you must avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. Okay, now as a human, you are a human being, just like every other person walking this planet. To a certain degree, yeah, you got to be empathetic for people, bro. So if you got somebody close to you and they going through something or they sad or depressed because something happened, G, you got to be there for them. You know, you can't be tough as nails with everybody, G. But there's a certain point in time where a person in your life can become an energy vampire. And this is not only a law of power, but this is also just something simple about life, G. You are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with every single day. So what you got to do is audit your circle if you want to become the best version of yourself, because your environment is very important. So if you got toxic, negative people who drain you, if you got those type of individuals around you, it's not going to be impossible for you to get where you want to be, but there will be resistance. Why? Because you got people pulling you back, whether that's directly, indirectly, mentally, emotional, whatever, okay? But let's get right into it. Now, first person that you need to stay away from. Now, remember I said avoid the unlucky and the unhappy, but I'm going to break this down so you can understand this a lot better so you can have better results. First type of person that, I'm not going to say that you should cut these people off, but you have to audit your circle, meaning you have to understand that you may have to limit your time around these people. Simple as that, because everybody you just can't cut off. Because maybe they may be family, maybe they may be friends, maybe they may be people that you need in your life, maybe business partners that you just can't immediately cut off. But you must limit your interactions with these people or alter them, whatever you got to do. But first person, always sad and always depressed. Now, remember I said energy doesn't lie. You can be having the best day in the fucking world. I'm talking about you woke up on time, you said your prayers, you hit the gym, you ate a great hearty breakfast, Wheaties and everything. You got on the road, ain't nobody cut you off in traffic. You made it to work not only on time, but early. You clocked in, everybody spoke to you, it's good energy in the room. But you got that one employee. As always fucking sad, G. I'm talking about he come in the door with an attitude. He come in the door depressed. And not only is he always sad, but you always got to hear about this shit. You got to understand. Energy, it's a law of power, is infectious. Okay, it's sticky, especially negative energy. So when somebody is sad and they're walking around with a dark cloud over their head, what happens when you get in close proximity with that person and you absorb their energy and their problems and all the confusion in their life? You get right under that dark cloud with them. All right, and it start raining on you. And it so happened, and it's ironic and coincidental, that normally when it rains, it pours, right, G? You get out on the road and then you start having a bad day. You start hearing a squeaky noise in your car. Why? Because energy doesn't lie. Depression, I understand, is a thing. And this is something that you need to take care of. And I'm going to be honest, usually depression comes from there's something in your life that you need to take care of. And you're probably avoiding it. And you're depressed about that. All right, you can't really pinpoint what it is, so you go into this state of sadness. That happens from time to time. We've all been there, all right, G? But you got to snap out of it at some point. So you got to understand, if this doesn't help you, it's not going to help the person. So it's not going to help you being around that person. I understand it may be your family. G, it may be your girl. I'm going to tell you this. A lot of you guys know how to cut off friends and family that are always sad and depressed and mopey and fucking always got fucking emotional issues, but you don't know how to do it for the fucking women who got these fucking mental health issues. All right, G? Bro, audit your circle. Stay away from sad people. Number 2 is my favorite one. All right? And this is one that I really had to do, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. Okay? Stay away from people who bad things always happen to. Dumb shit leads to dumb shit. Simple as that. So one of my ex-girlfriends, we were together for a few years. And when I was with her, actually before I met her, and you know when you go out on your first few dates and y'all kind of learning about each other, when I first met her, she used to tell me about all these horrible, horrific stories that she went through before we met, before we got together. Like bad things that would happen to her, like car accidents, just inconvenient shit, bro. You know, just shit that don't happen on a normal day. Shit that would happen to most people once every 5 years would happen to her like once every 5 days. You feel me, G? But I liked her, bro. She was bad. I was thinking with my dick, so I got with her. But I noticed the time that I was with her, bro, I didn't have the best experience in life, all right? Now, be honest, I could take full responsibility and accountability and understand that a lot of the bad stuff that happened to me was self-sabotage, all right? I did it, G. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be a hypocrite. But at the same time, what I found out is as soon as we broke up, G, even though I didn't have my shit together, I wasn't the best version of myself, there was a lift of energy I had when we broke up. Why? Because bad shit stopped happening to me. And then I realized, I'm like, it's every time I get around her. And of course, we broke up and got back together and broke up. Y'all know how it go. But every time, I even told her this to her face. It's like every time I get around you. And you know when people tell you some shit like that, you think they just being mean. But I was serious, G. I'm like, every time I get around your ass, just bad shit happen to me. G, dumb shit leads to dumb shit. So if you got somebody who always giving you bad stories, telling you about all the bad shit that's happening to them, stay far as you can away from that person, G. Run like hell. Guarantee you. Because they can be the best person in the world. They can be the nicest person in the world. But they are probably an unlucky person. All right, G, this is real life. You got to protect your energy. Some of this shit is mean as hell. It's like, damn, bro, you can't feel bad for the person. G, I feel bad for you, but I don't want to be around that shit. I got a good life, bro. I don't want nothing bad happening to me. Energy is sticky, all right? Now, when it comes to bad things happening to people, and we got 2 more, all right, fellas? Next person. And these are not just specific people. Anybody can fall into this negative spiral. Okay, G, but you got to get away from people because it's going to seep off on you. Energy is cancerous. It's not only sticky, but it's cancerous. It can spread in a good way. Positive energy can spread in a good way. You ever been around somebody who happy all the fucking time, and then every time you get around them and you leave and you go somewhere else, you like, damn, man, I feel good. And your day ends up coincidentally being better. But you ever been around a negative person, G? Somebody who always talking shit, somebody who always mad at somebody, gossiping, always got something bad to say. You ever notice how drained you feel? Okay, G, I'm always an open ear. But if you always coming to me with bad news and bad situations and some shit always happening to you that I don't want happening to me, I guarantee you, bro, if you stay around that person, it's going to start happening to you. Okay, now, next one. Always talking negative. Not only is it happening to them, but they're telling you profusely. So, gee, I'm be honest. I had to cut off a family member because of this. And I'm not saying cutting them off like I don't love them no more. And we got one more after this, fellas. But I'm not saying cut them off like I don't love them no more. I'm saying cut them off like, bro, I can't be around you, G. Conversations are short. How you doing, bro? I'm doing good. All right, nice seeing you, brother. And I'm out of there. Why? Because if that conversation lasts anywhere over 15 seconds, I'm going to hear about every bad thing that happened in the last 28 days for him, bro. I'm talking about as soon as he get in front of me, bro, guess who died? I'm like, bro, you ain't even asked me how my day was. You already telling me about somebody who died, G. I ain't concerned about that right now. How you doing? What you ate for breakfast? You feel me, G? Something else. Something other than the negative stuff. I understand it's a concern. I understand it matter. And I understand you know I'ma care. But G, can we start it off a little bit light? You feel me, bro? Like, can you warm me up first? Ask me, do I want the good news or the bad news first? Let me prep myself before you just bombard me with all the bullshit. Number 4. Now, guys, I'm going to give you a rule, all right? A rule of life. And I always say you don't want to be people's therapist, but bro, that's life, okay? That's life. If you know more about something than somebody else, and they're coming to you for genuine help, not saying they're trying to drain you with their problems, but they're really coming to you for help, and you got a gift to help that person, bro, help them out, okay? But at the same time, you can't let people drain you. So when you hear people going off into this black hole of negativity, stop them. All right, G, I understand the problem, but bro, we got to find a solution at this point. All right, now remember I say you can't help everybody. You can help people, but you can't help everyone. And you definitely can't help this person. All right? You cannot help a person. And you definitely can't be around a person who always finds a problem in every solution. Now, guys, I understand there's a way, or there's times, actually, that you have to be pessimistic and you gotta be negative. I'm not gonna walk around and be a hypocrite and say, yeah, I'm just positive, fucking giddy all the time. Nah, G, ask anybody who know me. 90% of the time, I got this stale, mean look on my face. If you see me and we don't talk, you gonna think I'm an asshole, bro. Why? Because I'm always stressed. I'm always working. I got shit going on, bro, all right? I'm taking care of people. I'm ripping and running every day, bro, like a chicken with my head cut off. Life is stressful. It's good, but it's stressful. And I like it that way. All right? So I'm not saying you got to be smiling all the fucking time, G. Now, when you get in certain situations, yes, change your attitude. Wipe your face. It's a time and a place for everything. Most people don't care about your problems. They got their own. So sometimes you got to play the game and put on a face. But my point is, if you come to me with an issue, and you say, hey, KD, can you help me out with the problem? And I'm like, all right, bro, what's the problem? And then you give me the problem, and then I give you the solution, and then you circle all the way back the fuck around and remind me about the problem. I'm like, gee, where we going? We going backwards now. Bro, I can't even talk anymore. Why? Because you draining me now. See, this is what you got to understand, bro. You got to treat your body and your life and your mind like a battery. All right, now, this is what happens in this situation. You give me the problem. You tell me what's wrong with you. And this is how you got to treat people in your life. And this is why you got to protect your energy. All right, fellas? Batteries have energy. They all come with 100%. And every time you use it, it drains energy. And at some point, it's going to end up at 0. So you start off every day at 100. I mean, if you take care of yourself. Some men wake up at 86. Some men wake up at 77. All right, but if you take care of yourself and you striving every day, usually you wake up around 100. And when you do certain stuff, it drains you. That's life. That's a part of it. But if you got a person who's stopping your day, coming to you for help or coming to you for anything, and they come to you with a problem, and you take the initiative to try to help them fix that problem, and they circle back around and give you the problem again because they're so convinced that they have to stay in the problem, you get the fuck up out of it. Why? Because they're going to take a big chunk of this. Okay? And when you walk away from that conversation, you're going to be at like 17%, wondering why. Wondering why you feel drained. Wondering why your energy is low. Wondering why you started off the day feeling good and you left away from that person and now you feel like shit. Because dumb shit leads to dumb shit. That should have been the title of the video. All right, fellas? So understand, fellas, you have to protect your energy. It's a must. Okay, you focus on all these other things, not knowing a big piece of your confidence and your vibration and how you feel every day, how magnetic you are, how you operate, and how you make other people feel is your circle, the people around you. So it's not even just your close circle, but your daily conversations. Gee, you talk to somebody at the grocery store, a random person, they talking about some bad shit. Hey, you heard what happened on the news? Hey, G, what happened? Such and such got killed. All right, G, have a great day. I'm out of here. Straight up. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want it on me. Because if I take it in, if I listen to it, now I'm feeling bad. Now I'm feeling depressed about some shit that I ain't even need to know about. That ain't even my problem. All right, G? So anyway, pay attention. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today, man. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.